Good afternoon. This is Don Durand and welcome to NSI Solutions Tutorials. Today we're going to show you how to convert your electric seam phantom to use an air polisher. What you need to buy is what we call an electric to air kit. It's the air adapter ring and the arbor extension. These are available through our distributors or off of our website. If you don't have the shim washers that came with your original seam phantom, you can substitute some other shims, or you can buy the metric screw and washer kit also. Now, the tools that you're going to need: air polisher wrench, a 3mm Allen wrench, a 1/8 inch Allen wrench, a 3/32 Allen wrench, a Crescent wrench, a 3/4 inch open end wrench. And then the last thing are the original screws that you took out of the Makita grinder when you first installed it onto the seam phantom. The first thing we're going to do is remove the SL3 adapter. For that, we'll use a Crescent wrench and the lock on the grinder. And we're going to save that because we're going to reinstall it, but you do not need to save the arbor spacer. We'll set that aside. And then we'll remove the seam phantom from the grinder. This is a 3mm Allen wrench. We'll loosen all these up. This is a spray shield, which you won't need with the air polisher. And we'll separate the seam phantom from the grinder. Now, if you want to keep this grinder and use it, you need to reinstall the screws that came with it. For the video, I'll just stick one in so it doesn't fall apart on me. But you'll want to reinstall the 4 screws. Again, 3mm Allen wrench. Set this aside. And when you take it apart, if you had any of the shim washers in there from your previous setup, save those. So, the first thing we're going to do now is remove all the external water feed equipment. You could leave it on, but it just kind of gets in the way. So we got a 1/8 inch Allen wrench. And on the top, holding this black hose on, is a 3/32 Allen wrench, or a screw that uses a 3/32 Allen wrench. And you can loosen that up, and you can usually get it off without taking off the aluminum knob. Excuse me. So once that's out, that hose will just pull right out, and you can set all that water feed stuff aside. Now you just have a bare seam phantom. What we're going to do is take the air adapter ring. Now on this ring there's a red dot that goes up towards the handle. And we're going to install that with the screws you removed from the Makita. Try and do this so you can see. And we're going to install it without shim washers to start. Again, a 3mm Allen wrench. Now we're going to take the air polisher, and many air polishers will work. You can get a list of them off our website, and install the arbor extension. And we'll tighten that up with a 3/4 inch wrench and the air polisher wrench. Now, the head of this air polisher will slide into the air adapter ring, and you want to push it in all the way so this face is flush on the back there. And as you're holding it in, there's 5 screws that radially screw in and attach that polisher. So with an 1/8 inch Allen wrench, you want to start tightening these up, working your way around, getting all 5. And then the last step would be to reinstall your air adapter. Three-quarter-inch wrench again on the arbor extension, crescent wrench on the air adapter. And that is ready to go, minus your hoses, of course. Now you want to do a test run with this on a scrap stone, just like always, and adjust the squareness. Check your test piece for square. You would insert shim washers between the air adapter and the seam phantom body. And you can put them on the top to tip that down. You can put them on the bottom to tip it the other way, or on the sides if you want to angle it so that the pad cuts on the leading edge or the trailing edge. One other thing to note, when you go to replace the shoe that it slides on, you can buy the version made for the air seam phantom. It's cheaper, there's less machining. You don't need to continue to buy the one with the holes for the water feed. The water will come out of your polisher arbor here. Anyway, that's how you convert an electric seam phantom to air. Thank you.